RuneScape is a sandbox game, which means that you can do whatever you like, whenever you like. However, this series asks the question, what if this were not true? This is my Xtreme Onechunk Ironman, Canifis chunk. I've spent over 4,000 hours on this account, attempting to explore the entire RuneScape map, one chunk at a time. I have to complete every task in each chunk that I roll before I can randomly unlock a new one. In my last chunk, I was given a brutal task. I had to receive a smouldering stone from hellhounds, and after 500 hours and 44,887 kills, I finally succeeded. In this video, after 88 days stuck at hellhounds, I will be rolling again, and the chunk picker will be taking absolutely no mercy on me at all. Join me as I finish off the last few small tasks that the Wilderness Slayer Cave chunk has to offer and proceed to throw myself into a whole new world of suffering, an even darker, deeper pit of grinding than I've ever had to overcome before. So, in-game time, a mere 5 minutes ago, we grabbed ourselves the Smouldering Stone, which means that we need to finish off the chunk. And there are but two tiny tasks that I've left for last. The first of which is to kill one singular 𝗗𝗄𝗏. And I thought, it's only right that I do that with the dragon pickaxe that the Smouldering Stone will one day be attached to. So I'm going to kill this 𝗗𝗄𝗏. And then we're going to move on to the next task. And there goes down our 𝗗𝗄𝗏, and I believe we are getting a medium wildy task for it. And we did. Right, let's teleport out of here, because we need to head to Varrock. Right, so the final task, and I don't know why this has never come up before, is to grab myself just having started family crest. I can literally do one step of family crest, and that is it. So start the family crest quest. Yes, there we go. The first step is to find his son Caleb, which is the guy that's in 𝗗𝗘𝗏𝗏. So we obviously cannot do that, which is quite sad, because the cooking gauntlets not in the cooking gauntlets, the goldsmithing gauntlets would be absolutely insane on this account, because it would mean that my gold ore that I have in the bank, instead of being worth about 3 million XP, would be worth about 7.5 million XP. And even sadder, I actually have all the other brothers, because one of them's in this pub here, and one of them's in the mine over here. So if I had Caleb over there, I could do the quest, because I also have Edgeville Dungeon, which is where the Chronozone is. So it's very, very sad. I mean, can you imagine 132,000 gold ore with goldsmithing gauntlets? That would be insane. That is an exceptionally sad thing. But with those two tasks done, 44,887 kills. We are done getting the Smouldering Stone also, which means that every single task is complete. So quickly, before we actually do the chunk roll, I forgot. We've got 7 hard caskets to open. Now, the Kick Audience Team Stack gang spent an awful lot of money getting these caskets stacked, some more than others, and I only actually remember the first 2 that we're going to open. So the first one, it was a $15 clue. A cheap clue, $15. We're not expecting anything in the first one. Are we going to get it? No. 2 black 𝗗𝗏𝗏 bodies. That would be pretty good for Josh, but not very good for me. But this second to last casket, over $1,500 was spent on getting this casket stacked. This one is the one that Trevor and Vice fought over in insane numbers to get stacked. Is it going to be worth stacking, or is it going to be rune junk? If any clue is going to be the third age, it's going to be this one, right? Oh, Zamorak plate legs, that's actually decent. Any kind of god items, they're not bad. And Zamorak plate legs, that's pretty nice fashionscape. And also, I swear the rune shield H1's actually used for something. 2 collection logs, though. I will say that's probably actually the best amount of collection logs we've had from one of these hard caskets. So, if I dare say so myself, $1,500 well spent. Right, 5 caskets to go. Are any of these going to be any good? Surely we're going to get something. I just want any bit of God 𝗗𝗍𝗏 for like that really, really solid upgrade. That would be so good. Oh, honorable blessing. That's actually a good one. Is that the Armadillo one? I think that's the Armadillo one, isn't it? Again, legitimately very good for us in the long run, considering we've got Wilderness Godward's Dungeon just around the corner. That's pretty good. 4 to go. Nothing in that one. That is a very depressing one. Minimum number of items, and they're all garbage. Oh, God, that's even worse. Can't even get the alks out of that one. That's grim. And we've got the firelighters as well. 2 to go. Another blessing. What? Why have we got 3 of the 6 blessings? I'm so confused right now. That's pretty good. Sarah item. Kind of got a few of those, but, you know. A blessing. Blessing's always good. More blessings I can lose in the wilderness. And then finally, the last hard casket. Casket number 19. Is it going to be anything good? That is so grim, man. That's so grim. All that work, all those hellhounds, 45, basically 45,000 hellhounds worth. And we got a bunch of blessings and a bunch of junk. Well, hopefully the blessings will be in our favor and we will get blessed with a good chunk coming up next. Let's find out. Okay, and with those tasks done, we can tick off Family Crest up to step 1, and we can tick off the medium wildy diary, which was to kill an Anku, because they are both done, and we're ready to roll again. I never felt like we were going to get here. The Smouldering Stone always felt so far away. No matter how many kills I did, it felt unbelievably far away. So I'm very, very grateful to have got it, even if it was on mobile. But here we are, ready to roll another chunk. So number 6 is one we desperately want to avoid. Number 24, 99 smithing, 90 mining, and 99 prayer. That is a chunk we desperately want to be avoiding. Really bad. Number 22, 99 smithing, and 90 mining, and of course, 85 fishing on purely shrimp and anchovies. So again, number 22, we want to be avoiding. I also would like to avoid number 27. The longer we can stay away from this death pair of herblore chunks, the better. So number 27 we want to stay away from. It would have a silver lining in that we would be 1 chunk away from 𝗗𝗏, and 𝗗𝗏 would be a really cool chunk to unlock because we would possibly be able to get Slayer going again. So that would be pretty good. In terms of chunks we want, though, we want to be seeing number 7, Amir's Arena, because it would put us 1 away from Giant's Plateau. And Giant's Plateau is big because it would solve all of our smithing concerns. We would be very, very good because we have so many Rune and Addy items that this would basically make smithing nothing. At least I'm hoping it would. So if we can roll number 7, that would be very awesome. I also would like to roll number 15 and kind of start working our way towards the Slayer chunk over here. It would be really, really awesome because if I get this, now that I've got the Wilderness Slayer Caves that we got the Smouldering Stone in, I actually have something like 29 of the 33 Crystallia tasks. So Slayer would now actually be very well and truly on the cards if we unlock it and can get through our first 6 or 7 tasks. So that would be a really, really awesome one to get. And then the other ones that I want quite badly are just number 9 and number 10. Callisto and Venenatus. Callisto would be the best one because it drops mahogany logs, and that would allow me to do tick manipulation for things like mining and fishing and stuff like that. So that would be really, really nice to get, as well as putting us just 1 step closer to the Void Waker and all the other loot that comes with it. But it's all well and good talking about it. Sooner or later, you do have to press the button. Now, I have marked the 2 Soul Wars chunks over here, so if we get one of those, That be why. But yeah, this is it. Okay, the time is upon us, and it is finally time to roll a chunk. I've got a really bad feeling that we are going to be getting mining and smithing on this roll. It's been a long time coming. I've been avoiding it for so long, and I've just really got the feeling this is going to be the one. So I hope if we do get it, we get it in a way that's friendly to us, like the abandoned mine or something like that. Let's hit pick chunk and hope for the best. 3, 2, 1. Let's go. Oh, come on. Please don't be something terrible. Oh my god, it's going for so long. No! No. Wait. Oh my god, as if. No! The monastery on Xtreme Onechunk Ironman. No! That is the deathest of death chunks. Oh my god. Take me there. Oh no. Right. There we go.
Holy fuck! That was diabolical!
Oh, that is a grueling task list. That is a very, very grim task list. Oh my god. 87 mining. Minus size 9 shooting star. 99 prayer. Buy the prayer cape. 97 plus 2 smithing. Smith a rune plate body. Oh, that's a stinger, that is. Oh my god. There is one thing that I'm excited for about this chunk, and that is monk robes. New best in slot prayer that's actually easily obtained. Yes! That is a light at the end of the tunnel, I must say. Oh, that is big. So, here we are at the chunk border. Here is the monastery chunk that we have just rolled. Let's unlock it and head on in. Now, one thing I have realised, we've now got an additional hard clue step because we can get to 𝗁𝗄𝗎𝗏, so that's pretty cool. But we are in notoriously now the worst chunk for Xtreme Onechunk Ironman. Oh, this is so brutal. The boys are waiting for us at the monastery. What a time to be alive. Stood in the monastery on an Xtreme Onechunk Ironman. This is not a spot I ever wanted to be in, but we will get it done. I must have done some pretty atrocious things in a past life because I really don't know what I've done in this one to deserve rolling this chunk. This chunk is famous amongst the Xtreme Onechunk community for one reason and one reason only. It is brutal. The notorious goal in this chunk stems from the fact that Brother Jared resides on the 2nd floor of the monastery, and this fella can sell the player a skill cape of prayer, meaning that as an Xtreme Onechunk Ironman, which further means that I need to complete every skilling challenge in every chunk that I unlock, I need to buy and equip this cape, and therefore need to achieve 99 prayer to do so. You may think that the 99 prayer requirement is a big ask on an account restricted to just this area of the map. However, this goal is just the tip of the iceberg. In the 63 chunks that I had unlocked previously, I had always been missing one extremely basic, yet extremely important item, a level 1 pickaxe. Neither the bronze nor iron pickaxe have ever been accessible to me.
Then, everything changed
when I rolled the monastery. Just to the west of the monastery lies Ice Mountain, and to the foot of this mountain reside a collection of dwarves. Dwarves that drop a bronze pickaxe. Now, Why is the bronze pickaxe such a crucial item? Well, it essentially sets off a chain reaction of chunk goals that result in me needing to smith a rune plate body. As stated previously, an Xtreme Onechunk Ironman needs to complete every skilling achievement that they can in any given chunk, and for over a year now, I've been in the possession of rune bars, meaning that I need to smith them into the highest level item that they can be smithed into, requiring 99 smithing. However, I have had no means to level up from level 1 to level 85 to start using these bars, and this is what the bronze pickaxe changes. With this pickaxe, I can finally mine my own tin and copper to create bronze bars, and can therefore gain mining and smithing XP whenever I like, resulting in setting off the smithing chain reaction that requires me to get level 99. Now, there are a few silver linings around the outside of this deep, dark cloud of chunk goals looming over me. Number 1, I already have 85 prayer. Not only do I have 85 prayer, but I have 12,000 dragon bones sat in my bank from when I killed Vetion 4,500 times. And not only do I have these dragon bones, I also have the ectophantus, which allows me to get 4 times the XP from these bones as usual. And number 2, from my adventures over the last 2 years, I have collected a ton of smithing supplies. These supplies have always been too high level for me to be able to train with. However, now that I have a level 1 training method to get me up to the required levels to cash them in, I actually have a ton of XP banked. 5,000 adamant ore, 4,000 rune ore, 9,500 adamant bars, 2,500 rune bars, 96,000 coal, and best of them all, 132,000 gold ore. As you can see, this is worth approximately a metric fuck ton of XP. But before we get started on our Goliath goals, let's grab another one of this chunk's silver linings. Okay, so let's grab our best in slots real quick whilst we still can. That's 2 of the chunks knocked out extremely quickly, if only they were that quickly, but we do now have monk robes achieved, and they are a thing of beauty. Look at the prayer bonus on these things. 11 prayer bonus between them all. That's so much better than the +6 that my priest robes gave. So if we decide to do any sort of Vetion or anything like that, these monk robes will be massive. Okay, so we are now at the place that this chunk has actually kind of caused us an issue. Now, we don't actually really care about the monastery itself, except for the fact the prayer cape is there. The main issue is these dwarfs dropping a bronze pickaxe at a rate of 1 in 10. So, let's just knock out some dwarfs and hopefully get this pickaxe quickly, and then we can start our mining grind. What is going to feel very nice is actually just getting loads of levels. This account has so much XP, 181 million XP, and it's not even 1,500 total. So it's going to feel really, really nice actually just getting some levels. And there it is, the bronze pickaxe, the item that we have spent 63 chunks avoiding is now finally on the account. There it is. We've got a dragon pickaxe, and we've had a dragon pickaxe for ages, but we are now a certified brown boy with our bronze med, monk robe top, monk robe bottoms, and the bronze pickaxe. And now officially the mining and smithing saga of this account begins. Oh, and we're just throwing 99 prayer in for the lols too. Why am I like this? The monastery is causing me to grind for 1,000 hours, but luckily I can claw some of that time back with today's sponsor, Factor. With Factor, you can eat delicious, chef-crafted meals that are ready to go in just 2 minutes. This takes both the stress out of meal planning and cuts away all the hours that you would have wasted in the kitchen cooking things yourself from scratch. Whether you're grinding prayer and mining and smithing like me, or simply feeling tired after a long day at work, Factor can be on your plate in 2 minutes and costs a fraction of the price of that lazy takeaway you might have gotten instead. Seriously, I spent £55 on a Chinese takeaway the other week and felt like the world had ended immediately afterwards. You can change, pause, or reschedule your factor deliveries whenever you want, so it's flexible enough to fit around your busy schedule. Support my channel today by signing up to Factor using my link below and enjoy chef-crafted food at a reasonable cost that's ready in 2 minutes. Thank you. And here we are. For the first time ever on this account, we're going to be, well, I guess since Tutorial Island nearly 2 years ago, we're going to be mining some copper and some tin and smithing some things. How have we got this far without unlocking mining? This was frankly just a long time coming, but I'm quite excited. Once I get this done, and I will get this done, our chunk map is going to be so liberated. Like, before it felt like I was kind of boxed in by all these mining and smithing chunks. Now, nah, we're good. Like, over here, I couldn't get to the Theatre of Blood without getting mining and smithing, because both of these were mining and smithing. Now, though, we got a straight shot all the way to the Theatre of Blood without having to do anything. So, you know, so I feel very liberated. This is good. This is a good thing. And there is level 5 mining, our first mining level on the account since we started. We're obviously level 4 mining because of the because of having to actually get into Canifis to start with, which is, you know, we had to mine like 50 rune essence. But we've now got our first official mining level as a chunk man. Very exciting. Okay, so I've completed my first inventory of tin and copper, and we're going to bank it. And one thing that I thought that I can use that all other chunk men can't is I can bring with me my dragon pickaxe. And funnily enough, even though I'm only level 7 mining, I can actually use the spec to boost my mining level by 3. So this 7 mining is rapidly going to become 10. That's a bit of a weird one. Look at that. There we go. We're a strange chunk man, aren't we? This is a very strange account. And there is 10 mining. Members can now mine size 1 stars. I don't anticipate I'm going to be doing too much of that, but it's very exciting to actually just be getting loads of levels again. I've been banging around in the 90s on combats for so long that it feels so good just to be rapidly getting levels again. And there is 15 mining. Probably the most important mine level on this account. If I was having to do bronze all the way to 99, I think this would probably be a write-off. But 15 mining means that we can now mine iron. Sadly, I cannot yet, because I also need to get 15 smithing so I can smith iron. And for some unknown reason, you get more XP for mining copper and tin than you do from smithing bronze stuff. But we're on our way there. 15 mining. That looks so weird on this account. I've been so used to both of those levels being 4 for so long. Okay, we've mined about 130 of each kind of ore, and I'm hoping that now I'm going to be able to have enough smithing XP banks to get up to 15 smithing. We're 20 mining already, which is pretty cool. 113 XP away from being able to use our mithril pickaxe that we got from Puro. But I'm very excited to finally be doing some smithing. So we're going to smelt all of these, and then we're going to go and smith all of these. Right, and finally we are here actually doing some proper hammer smithing on the accounts. What can I make? Oh, it looks like I can make war hammers for 3. That's not too bad. Actually get some decent smithing XP. Level 10 smithing. I think these bronze bars will get me to level 15. Let's check back on that shortly. As if this guy just got 99 smithing next to me. Oh, that's funny. That's ledge from him. Well done. Thank you very much, Twixers. Big shout out to Twixers. And there is 15 smithing iron ore and make iron daggers. That is huge. Feels so good to have the 15 smithing done. And now it is time to go and just try mining some iron ore and see how it is. Overshot on the bronze bars by quite a lot. But what I will be taking with me is my mithril pickaxe, because we will shortly be upgrading to that. I'm using my mithril pickaxe as well with my smithing boost. Right, we can. There is 21 mining. Oh my god! Right, that was a messy clip because a lot of things happened, but we did get 21 mining, so we can now use our mithril pickaxe. So as quickly as the bronze pickaxe joined the account, it will also be leaving the account as we have no use for it again. We are going to be mithril pickaxe for the time being, all the way up until we get our rune pickaxe out of the bank. What a devastating item to get on the chunk roll, but this feels pretty good. We're up to 21 mining already. That's crazy. And there is 25 mining rattling through this very quickly at the moment. I can't believe we're doing this. And with this iron rock, we are hitting a big, big level. Now, it's not actually the mining level that we're going to be getting, which is 26 mining. It is the 1500 total level that comes with it. Because that means that we have now officially unlocked Last Man Standing. Now, not entirely sure what I'm going to do on that as I'm recording this clip, but it means that Last Man Standing is now an option for us as something to do. So we could potentially get a rune pouch or a swift blade or a halo. We'll see. But that is 1500 total level after nearly 2 years on this account. Absolutely crazy. Oh, I missed it. But there is 30 mining. Weird. Oh, what? Does that mean that I can mine coal? Is coal at 30? I think it is. That's interesting, though. But we're flying through it. We're flying through it. This method is quite good in terms of the smithing XP I'm banking per hour. I'm excited to get 30 smithing because I've got like 1,000 steel bars in the bank that I could just smith straight away. And obviously I've got my 132,000 gold ore that I can start on at 40 smithing. So getting these early levels out of the way will be pretty good. I don't have an adamant pickaxe in the bank. I don't think so. I won't be able to use that at 31. So we'll be sticking around mithril one all the way up to the rune one. But yeah, grind's quite fun so far. It's nice working on something where it's just linear progression and not random RNG for once. So yeah, enjoying the smithing and the mining thus far. Oh, it turns out I do have adamant picks. I guess they must be from my medium clues, would be my guess where they come from. That's pretty cool. That'll speed up my mining just a little bit. Turns out I had every single pickaxe from mithril up to dragon. Who knew? Okay, so I probably should have noted this down about 2 hours ago. But we started this chunk at 163 days and 7 hours. So it'll be interesting to see where we finish the chunk at. I'm really not sure how long this is going to take. I could be 4-digit hours, I think, which is brutal. Right, and with this iron ore, we're finally 41 mining, meaning I can use the rune pickaxe and the gilded pickaxe. Gilded pickaxe, that would have been a sick thing to get from hard clues. But we're now using the rune pickaxe, and it is very good. It's very fast. And so my main issue that I'm going to start coming into...
That's what she said!
is run energy. Because it does take quite a lot of run energy to run from the Varrock teleport spot back to here each time. I have got a ring of dueling that I'm teleporting to Farrock's Enclave with and restoring there, but it's still not ideal. But this is the second best pickaxe and the best one that I can use right up until I get use of my dragon pickaxe. Very elite that I've got 17 dragon pickaxes in the bank, I must say. Thank you, Vetion. Okay, so we are on our first inventory of iron bars, and luckily for me, I've got a shit ton of rubies, a shit ton of gold bars, a ring mold, and a shitload of cosmic runes. So I do actually have rings of forging for smelting these iron bars, which is an absolute lifesaver. So I'm quite excited to actually just kind of get stuck into doing some smithing and get even more total levels. And we just hit 20 smithing. These levels are going very rapidly. It's a shame they won't continue to do so forever, but I'm enjoying it so far. We're very early on, but I am enjoying it so far. 52,300. The capacity of St James's Park, home to the football team Newcastle United. Also, coincidentally, the amount of subscribers that this channel has managed to cobble together over the last couple of years. That means a whole Premier League football club's worth of people watch my videos. But do you know what would be even better than this? It's always been my dream to have as many subscribers as the Hrazdan Stadium, the largest football stadium in Armenia, with 54,200. Surely you can make my dreams come true of having as many people watching my videos as the Armenian men's national football team, right? 54,200. That's my dream before the next video. Look, I'll level with you, all right? This was just an elaborate way of saying subscribe to the channel. Please. 25 smithing and we can make iron battle axes. I'm hoping that the ore that I've got is going to be enough to smelt all the way to 33, which is the level for iron plate bodies. 30 smithing coming in. I can now smelt steel, which is quite fascinating. It also probably means that I can actually smith steel very soon as well. And I do have 1,000 steel bars in the bank. That is going to feel very juiced to cash in. And there is 33 smithing, which is the level for iron plate bodies. So I'm going to go knock those out all the way up to 40 smithing for now. And then I've got the option to just do gold ore whenever I like, which is pretty nice. That should be a lot quicker. Getting 33 to 40 should in theory be a lot quicker than 15 to 33. Oh, I'll tell you what, smithing the iron plate bodies feels very good. 125 smithing XP per. That is very nice. And here comes level 40 smithing, which means we can now smelt gold ore and make steel battle axes. Mainly excited for the gold ore, seeing as we have an absolutely absurd amount of it in the bank. But that means that we can now do that just kind of whenever I want, on mobile, whatever. Super AFK, super easy. So that's pretty nice to get knocked out. Okay, so I've been putting it off since rolling the chunk, but last man standing is something that is now on the cards. We have hit 1,500 total, which means that despite not having the 32 requisite quest points, we can now go into last man standing. Now, I don't think I'm actually going to be able to go in until I've spoken to someone. If you haven't completed the last man standing introduction, please talk to Lisa before joining the game. Okay, right, we'll talk to Lisa and we'll get through this. And yeah, we'll send our first game of last man standing and see how we get on. Can we win our first last man standing game on the account? That would be pretty good. Come on, you little fucker. Oh, wasn't too bad. Wasn't too bad. We'll take our 2 points, I guess. First try. What can you do? Clicks weren't too bad, I guess, but we weren't doing well. That is for sure. Okay, so we've just got 49 mining, and you might notice that I've swapped where I'm mining. I have swapped, and the reason that I've swapped is because this is far better. I'm getting a lot more ore mined per hour, and crucially, a lot of that is down to the clever way in which I'm banking and getting back here. So I run over here, I grab my Ring of Wealth, I teleport to the GE, I run over to the bank, drop all the ore in, simple as that. You may notice the looting bag, which is a key component of why this method is so much better than south of Varrock, because it means that I'm not running out of run energy at all. And then I head over to the canoe station, chop this little fella down for 150 woodcut and XP, I believe, when I shape it into a whacker canoe. And then I quickly float the canoe, paddle the canoe up to the wilderness pond, watch this terrible little animation that I wish didn't exist so I could just get there faster. But then once we're here, we are at the Black Chinchompa area. Run south through these trees, If I could just run diagonally, that would be so nice. But alas, we cannot. And just like that, we're back. It's about 1 minute that it takes to bank the ore, which I think is probably quicker than Varrock anyway. But crucially, we have this looting bag. So we're getting about 55-ish ore per trip. I think it's 54 exactly. And it's so much better. And there's 4 ores here as well. So when we get the dragon pickaxe and we're mining the ores even quicker than we are now, having the 4th ore means that we'll never not be mining. So this is definitely a far better spot. We're getting like 30,000 mining XP per hour, which is actually pretty good. And there is the 50 mining. We can now access the volcanic mine on Fossil Island. Well, we can't. And we can mine size 5 stars, which we won't be doing much of. But getting through it. 50 mining, 40 smithing, comfortably 50 mining banked just in the iron ore. Not bad. Not bad as a first day of mining and smithing goes, actually. And 53 mining, which I feel like is a requirement for a quest I can't do. Heroes quest, or is that 53 fishing? Either way, 53 mining, knocked out. So I've decided to take a little break from the mining and go for the other main goal in this chunk, which is prayer, and just see kind of what kind of XP per hour we can get out of some of our different prayer methods. And the first one we're going to be testing is Dragon Bones at the 𝗗𝗘𝗏. 99 prayer is no joke of a task. However, it's certainly made slightly easier by the fact that I have 12,000 Dragon Bones in the bank already. Not only this, but I have access to the 𝗗𝗘𝗏, which means that I can cash these bones in for over 3 million prayer XP, due to its 4 times XP buff on bones buried using the 𝗗𝗘𝗏. And there is the first prayer level of this chunk. 86 prayer, that puts us up to 124.6 combat. 13 prayer levels to go. I hate the level 86. I don't know about all of you. If you guys got levels that you actively really like and levels that you actively really dislike your skills to be. 87 is a skill level that I absolutely love. I love when my stats are level 87. 86 though, for some reason, one of my least favourite. So yeah, do you guys have those at all? Now, there is only one issue with the clips that you just saw. And that issue is that the 𝗗𝗘𝗏 actually sucks. Not only does it suck, but it really, really sucks. With the bones already in my bank, I can gain approximately 48,000 XP per hour using these bones on the 𝗗𝗘𝗏. Alternatively, I can go to another one of my chunks that I have unlocked, Soul Wars, and gain approximately 330 zeal per hour, which when traded for prayer XP is the equivalent of around 54,000 prayer XP per hour, which is about 15% higher than using my dragon bones. So essentially, I have 12,000 dragon bones in my bank that, if I'm being efficient, should just sit in there and rot and be left unused. Such is the 𝗗𝗏𝗏 being so terrible. Nice. Real nice piece of kit we have here. Well, that is unless I can find a different way to use these dragon bones than simply using them on the 𝗗𝗏𝗏. So, as I just explained, it's obviously better to use the dragon bones as passive XP, 0 time XP, than actually maximize every single bone at the 𝗗𝗏𝗏. And this is how I'm using them at the moment. I basically just take a full invent with me to the iron ore. I can 0 time bury them as I'm running. For 72 XP each, and I can also 0 time bury them as I'm mining, which is very nice. So as long as you sort of start the animation and then bury, the animation will sort of go through. Because you can basically do anything, any action you want between the mining ticks, like the first one and the last one. So you can basically bury all these bones without losing any ticks on the mining, which is very, very nice indeed. So it means that I can get all this XP 0 time, which is really, really nice. So this is definitely the most efficient way to use my bones. I'll get 850,000 XP out of them still, which is a lot, and I basically get it for free. Whereas using them at the ectofunters is like a time sink that I'm having to actually spend gaining the XP. So that's like 17 hours I sort of save. And then I can just go on and get even better XP at Soul Wars than I would get using the bones at the ectofunters. So it feels a bit weird, and it feels a bit illogical, but on a sort of in a macro sense, it's definitely better. So yeah, that's what we're doing, and I think it's going quite well. And with this rock right here, we are getting 55 mining, which means that we can now mine mithril ore, which I don't think we'll do, but it's a pretty good milestone, especially considering I've not been to bed since I rolled the monastery chunk, and so this has all been done in a single day. So 55 mining done. How much further can we go? Only 6 levels and we can start using our dragon pickaxe. That's going to be a very cool moment. Now, I needed to AFK for a moment so I could eat a bacon sandwich from Costa. I would say 8 out of 10 sandwich. But crucially, it's what's quite nice about this chunk. I get to AFK sometimes. So I can do, like, you know, crazy tick manip mining whilst trying to bury dragon bones. Or I can come here, chill out, smelt some gold ore, get like 25k XP per hour in smithing. Very, very nice. And this is just like a fraction of what I can be doing in this chunk. So even though it's long, even though it's tedious, even though there's like, you know, some worryingly long grinds involved, the diversity, I think, in terms of what I can do, makes it good. Yes! Can't even get the win. Yes! We win our first game of Last Man Standing. Thank God for that. 7 points. And there is 60 mining. Big shout out to Blitz City, who's just stopped by at the perfect time. Looks like he's doing a clue. And he says he's a big fan. 60 mining. What a milestone. Bear in mind, I still haven't been to sleep since rolling the chunk. We're 19 hours since I rolled the chunk, and I still haven't gone to sleep, and we're 60 mining. 1 level to go until 61, and we can finally swap in our rune pickaxe in favour for a dragon pickaxe, and that is going to be very, very legit. We've got 17 of them. Oh, that's going to be juice. Using that's going to be so nice. And with this invent, we're dipping below 10,000 dragon bones left. It's been very fun just burying them over time. We're now halfway to level 87. I think the dragon bones we've got in the bank are going to get us to about 88.5 prayer, which is pretty good, because at 89, our Soul Wars Zeal are worth more. So, yeah, hopefully we can get close to 89. Not entirely sure. I've just done basic back of napkin maths, but it's been a pretty fun method. Like, you know, using the canoes felt quite efficient. Teleporting back with the Rings of Wells felt quite efficient. Burying the bones on the way has felt quite efficient. It's just been quite a nice little time. And there is 61 mining. It has finally come in, and it is time to finally go and get our dragon pickaxe. That is going to be so nice. Massive level. Oh, that is so exciting. Right, and so here we go with our first trip with the dragon pickaxe. Time to see how fun this actually is to use. Can use the spec, boost a few mining levels, and yeah, it's going to be great fun, I think, to just give this a go. Because I should, I guess, in theory, be faster than our rune pick. And there is 10,000 iron ore banked. That's like 370,000 smithing XP right there. I feel like we're kind of adding ore to the bank quite quickly. 10,000 iron ore. That's all just that I've done myself, mined it all myself. Crazy, crazy stuff. And oh, wrong way. And we're also doing quite well on burying the bones. 100k away from level 87. And there is level 65 mining. We've still not gone to bed since we rolled the chunk. 32 hours in. 65 mining. Pretty cool. Getting through it. Getting through it. And so here we are about to see a rarefied clip, and that is me getting a smithing level. So the reason that you're not seeing any smithing levels is that I need something to AFK on mobile when I can, and smithing is the best target for that. So I'm now up to 60 smithing, which seems ridiculously high already. We can make mithril battle axes and dragon square shields. Now, basically, I need something to AFK on mobile, and smithing is like the ultimate target because smelting these gold bars, it just requires no effort. It's like, you know, a minute 30 seconds AFK every single time, and I've got 132,000 of them to get through. So chances are you're not going to see many smithing clips, but you are going to be seeing my smithing level growing in the background. I'll try and point it out when I get like important levels or anything like that, but it's probably going to go up relatively quickly and you're probably not going to see much of it. But just know that it is happening in the background whilst I'm on mobile. I came out specifically to the studio to record this clip so that you guys could see that I'd got from like 43 to 60 smithing entirely without you know, sitting at my PC. We're going to be doing, you know, the mining mostly on PC because it's quite complicated and there's a lot of like interfaces and stuff. But I'm excited to finally be smelting all these gold bars. When I was doing Vetion and I was getting absolutely stacks and stacks and stacks of gold ore, I was so excited, and it was for this exact moment here where I can just cash it all in, super AFK, and get literally millions of smithing XP out of it. So yeah, pretty cool clip. And yeah, I feel like I'm making good progress. 65 mining, 60 smithing already. Really not bad. Oh, nice. We just got 49 farming. I didn't realize that lamp was going to get us there. One more to go till 50. That feels like a high level. Oh, 8 more levels to go until 57, which is the big level that we're aiming for with our lamping. Okay, now, as if some guy just got on me doing that. They couldn't even kill me either. Like, come on, get good. Right, let's knock ourselves out. So one of the diary tasks, a medium diary task to mine 1 myth in the wilderness. Is it one to mine a coal as well? Let's find out. I think it's just myth and iron in the wilderness to do. But I got that myth in like record time. Maybe I should mine mithril more. That was quite cool. Right, that's one of the tasks for the chunk. Done. And there is 87 prayer. We got it on the way to the mining. I'm absolutely loving this method. It feels very like sweaty skiller, burying bones whilst mining. It's very satisfying to do though, getting like all the XP 0 time. And 87 is actually probably one of my favourite levels aesthetically. I don't know why. Something about 87 just really tickles me behind the ears. Makes me feel like a good dog. Oh my god! Is this a bot that doesn't recognise that I've got a 𝗁𝗔𝗔𝗓𝗏 crossbow? It is, isn't it? That's a PK bot that just can't, that doesn't, because 𝗁𝗔𝗓𝗏 crossbow is not like a standard range item. Oh my god, that's so funny. What the fuck? That is so fucked up. And this is exactly why this is such a bullshit grind that I don't think I need to do. Because, like, what is this? Just, like, how good are the bot coders this week on whether I can win or not? Like, it's so stupid. Like, look how good this thing was. If I was in, like, traditional gear and it could see that I had a 𝗁𝗗𝗏 crossbow, I would have no chance. Like, what? Like, look how good it is on the switches and stuff. Like, it might kill me anyway. Like, what? This is so stupid. This is why this grind is just stupid and shouldn't exist. Yes! Got the win! Huge! Right, and with that win there, we get Trade Justine. We can buy ourselves our rune pouch. Is this the first Xtreme Onechunk to have a rune pouch? Not entirely sure. We're up to 6 wins at the moment, which isn't too bad. It is a bit slow. I need to decide how I'm going to do that, whether I'm going to do that all in one chunk or if I'm going to split that up. But we've got the rune pouch. Should we grab our tier 1 win cape as well? Why not? Victor's cape 1. It looks pretty good, I think. Like, as a cape, pretty cool item. But yeah, there we go. Rune pouch achieved on the Xtreme Onechunk Ironman. Absolutely massive. Yes! Got the dub. The 𝗁𝗏𝗏 crossbow carrying again. That was a nice one. That was a real nice one. So, I am currently sat at about 67, well, not about, exactly, 67 mining and 67 smithing. So, we're really kind of rattling through that quite well. I'm also up to 87 prayer. 99 prayer seems a long, long way away, but how sick will it be that I'm 99 attack, 99 strength, 99 defense, 99 range, 99 magic, 99 hit points, and 99 prayer. I'll be the first Xtreme Onechunk to hit 126 combat. That is going to be very, very awesome. But I think it's time that we take a look at the chunk picker again. So it's been 4 days since we rolled the Monastery, and we've done a few of these tasks already, so time to do some TLC on this. We have got our best in slot. I'll make those visible. We've got our best in slot prayer. We already completed the Creature of Frankenstein in a previous chunk. The reason it's bringing up now is that we shouldn't have had a silver bar until this point, but we did manage to gerrymander our way to one via forestry and Puro and implings and all that kind of thing. So we do have that quest done. The easy Lumbridge diary mines. Oh, I've not actually done that one yet. I should probably do that one at some point. Mine some iron here, which we have done. Mine some iron in the wilderness, which we have done. And then this one here is mine some mithril in the wilderness, which we have done as well. But that is not the main change that I wanted to make to the chunk picker. The main change that I wanted to make is I wanted to go into the chunk rules, show detailed rules, go to miscellaneous, and tick this, which we've had unticked for a while, but I do think it is time. Allow items obtained from PvP heavy minigames like Last Man Standing. So we have now ticked that, and we shall now calculate. Now, unlike my bitching and moaning during that 𝗁𝗏𝗏𝗏 crossbow clip that you just saw about 5 minutes ago, I do think that I need to do Last Man Standing. It's got a whole bunch of collection logs that go along with it, some of which are useful, some of which aren't. Well, I think all of the collection logs actually are basically cosmetic. But, you know, things like the Bando's Halo and stuff, like the Halos are actually kind of decent looking items and stuff, so it'll be some good fashion scape. But crucially, these win capes are in question. Now, what am I going to do? Now, part of me wants to leave that up to you guys, but I feel like you guys will just tell me to skip it, and I don't necessarily just want to skip it. What I've decided I'm going to do is I'm going to get all the collection log slots for Last Man Standing, definitely, in this chunk, accept these Victor's capes. Potentially. Now, I'm going to get all of the other collection log slots, which is about 3,500 last man standing points, which is a lot. And we will get a lot of wins on the way to that. And once I've done that, I'm going to evaluate how far away we are from the wins and decide if I think that's possible. Now, my gut feeling at this point in time is actually that it very much is possible. So as my thinking is right now, I am going to get the Victor's Capes, the 1,000 win Victor's Cape. I am going to do that as my thinking is right now. That may change at the point at which I've got all the other collection log slots. I might decide, you know, fuck this, there's too many bots, it's too bullshit, it's a meme grind. But as of right now, based on the small sample of Last Man Standing I've done, I think this 1,000 Victor's Cape is really quite doable. Now, we've not been against using, you know, other people to help me out with things like, you know, Vetion PKers and stuff, using my alt accounts for things like the werewolf pushing in the first episode of this account, using my other account to, you know, smuggle a monkey from Trouble Brewing to help me get my hunter level up during the Puro grind. You know, we've not been against that ever, because my belief is that the only restriction of these accounts is that I cannot leave this area and I have to do every task in this area. So aside from that, there's no spirit of the rules or anything like that. So if people want to help me with Last Man Standing, if you watching right now are a fantastic PKer or even a fairly competent PKer and want to help me on this grind, then please join my Discord and let me know. Because, you know, if we can stack the Last Man Standing games with just like a few of our people that are going to help me, then we can just get through the grind a lot quicker. It increases our odds of us winning as a collective, i.e. me winning, and, you know, makes this 1,000 wins cape a lot more doable. Now, a lot of people have boosted this in the past. Like top collection loggers all boost this because it's not feasible to, you know, they literally have like 1,000 games played, 1,000 games won. I'm not going to get that even with a little bit of help from people. But it definitely makes it a lot more viable. And, you know, but where my skill is improving, it also makes this a lot more viable. But yeah, that's where my head's at right now. This is definitely doable. I think it's doable completely solo, but I think it's a very doable with just a little bit of help from the community. And I would like to get it done. Because, you know, I've not made an exception on this account yet, and I would like not to. So yeah, as we are right now, we are going to be doing the Last Man Standing, and we are going to be doing it all in this chunk. Let me know what you think. Is that a good idea? Do you want to see that? Should I split the wins up and do it like across multiple chunks? I don't think so. I think it's doable. But yeah, let me know. As if they both double killed each other. Oh my god. They literally double killed each other and I got the win. That is so funny. Oh my god, that's my favourite LMS thing that's ever happened. But that puts us up to... Oh, I thought that put us up to 10. Turns out that puts us up to 11 wins, which means I can get the tier 2 winner's cape. There we go. Victor's cape 10. Easy peasy. Let's get that thing equipped. Oh, that is good. It's going to be so nice when I get the 1,000 win one. That's going to look so good. I actually really like that item. That's so cool. And I think this is probably a good point to end. We've got the 10 Last Man Standing wins. We've got some very decent progress on the mining and the smithing. And also the prayer. What a chunk. What a chunk it is that I have rolled. The death chunk of all death chunks. Luckily for me, it's not as bad as it could be for others, or it would have been earlier in this account due to all the banked XP that we've got, the access to resources and skilling methods that we have. But it's still going to be an absolute slog. Like, it's going to be probably at least 1,000 hours, if not more. But, you know, give this video a like if you're excited for the fact that I've finally rolled a death chunk. And also, there is one that's quite diverse. So there is going to be a lot of content to come out of this chunk to your screens soon. What a big one. What a big one. Massive shout out to the channel members, as always. Valentine and Mike Moran at the Torva tier. Absolutely massive support from them, as well as the members at the Amethyst tier. Patrick Wright, 𝗗𝗘𝗏𝗏𝗡𝗏, Bodge Boss, and Aron, as well as everybody else listed on screen. Thank you very much for your support. Thank you very much for watching this video, and I will see you in the next one.